Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Skirbo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Thursday, April 27th. The moon is in Leo. The moon's shifted into Leo early this morning, like I think around 2 o'clock in the morning here on the East Coast of the U.S. So the Leo moon is a very different vibe than the Cancer moon. Cancer moon tends to keep to itself, it's kind of shy and sensitive. The Leo moon is ready to get out there and be uncomfortable if it needs to be, express itself if it has to, most likely has to. We had an early morning square between Mars and Chiron, so that energy is sort of floating around all day. Mars in Cancer, Chiron in Aries. We can be grumpy, we can be unhappy. A lot of it comes from emotions, feelings from the past that we have yet to heal. It's like the wound suddenly becomes very evident and we can't ignore it. Whenever you have a square, there's no ignoring. And Mars being the ruler of Aries and Chiron being in Aries, we're really looking at how perhaps we've acted in the past and how that's either served us or not served us. And we can be grumpy about that. The wounds can open right up today. So be aware of that as we move through the day. People are going to be a little more sensitive. And we also, today, with the moon in Leo, have a first quarter crisis in action square between the sun and the moon. And so we're looking at an urge to take an action, and it's better if that action is not taken from a wounded place. So be aware of the actions that you're taking, because they will come to fruition come that full moon eclipse, which is happening on the 5th of May. So we're in a quarter of the way through the lunation cycle that began with that new moon solar eclipse at the last degree of Aries. Very powerful new moon square Pluto, if you remember, and close to Jupiter and close to Eris. So there is definitely revolution in the air. There's definitely dissatisfaction around, and so we may see that express itself. So just go around today. Not an extraordinarily dangerous day, but it is a day where you just have to be aware of that not everybody is coming from a healed place, right? So we just need to be aware of that. So we have a beautiful morning here. It's a little chilly. I brave it for you guys. Actually, it's not too bad. Oh. Hello. I think that's a wren. I think we have like competing wrens in this yard. Oh dear, look how green and lush everything's getting. I just love this time of year. I'm going to go up to the top of the garden and see if there's anything happening up there. I know you guys like to walk through the garden in the morning. So to set you for your day, certainly sets me for my day. So we have still some information coming out about what happened to Tucker Carlson and why he was let go of. It wasn't because of the stuff he said. That was making the money. But it was, it seems, the way he treated women and the environment at Fox News. I don't know how anybody works there, honestly. They must all have ulcers. Because you know all those people aren't like Tucker Carlson. You know that these are people just looking for a job. And you know, it was at least it was a successful company. So Uh, I think we have some new tulips over here. So let's take a walk around the pile of sticks we have here. This is going to have to be cleaned up, I think. I don't know how that's going to happen, but we're going to have to burn soon. But maybe soon. I think maybe today. Michael talked about burning today, if it's allowed. We have to call them and make sure. Oh wow, look at all these tulips. Tulips. Lovely. Lovely. Not open yet because the sun's not up yet. See? There's the sun. Not quite up over the yard. Oh, look at this. This is pretty. These are cherry blossoms. So pretty. This tree is actually not on our property. It's actually on the neighbor's property on the other side of that wall. But we benefit from the beauty. So thank you, neighbors. Thank you, neighbors. You know, those neighbors have lived there for any number of years now. And we've never gone over to say hello. Not because we're not friendly, but because they moved in and then COVID hit. So I was telling Michael we should bring them some biscottis. And I'm a little selfish in that because they're Indian. I love Indian food. And I was like, if we bring them cookies, you think we'll get invited over for curry? Does that make me a bad person? Oh, I love Indian food. Anyway, I had an Indian roommate in chiropractic college, Sonal. She was such a lovely woman, and she used to go home to New Jersey and come back with the most delicious, hot as hell Indian food, man. And I believe she was a vegetarian, so I mean, I was not a vegetarian, but that food was damn good. I'll never forget those peas she brought home. Anyway, I guess I've been a foodie for a long time. All right, let's go over here. So let's try to avoid the mess if I can. Although he is working on organizing the mess. We'll figure it out. All right, come over here. We can see more of these tulips just from a different direction. So again, it's a day you're going to want to express yourself. It's a day you want to take action. Just be aware of where those actions come from. Don't do it from a wounded place. If you feel wounds, if you feel that rawness of the wounds come out, step back from it, observe it, see what you have to learn from it. The crisis in action is also a crisis in action, to take action to heal the wounds. So this would be a good time to heal the wounds and work on that. And we have some in the garden here, some strawberries starting to flower. Hopefully we'll get some and all the critters will eat them. He did actually plant some onions along with the strawberries. I guess they're good companion plants. And hopefully they'll keep some of the critters from eating all our strawberries. So that's the story, morning glories, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Like and subscribe if you would. And I will see you again in the morning. I do have, let's see, I have my earth signs, my fire signs, and my air signs out. The taroscopes are out. And one more group of signs coming out a little bit later today. The water signs, they'll all be out. And then I'm going to work on getting the Astrology and Kabbalah of May out. So you can look for that probably later today as well. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. Love ya. Namaste.